This is DJ V.I.P, and this is my Backspin story. When I first met Nip, I was writing for all hip hop and hip hop since 1987. I was doing different blog sites and I was providing content because as a DJ, I was getting music, like unreleased music, and I was like leaking it through the blog sites with the artist's approval, throw my tags on it. And I just had a lot of platforms available to me. So I reached out to Nip and I'm like, hey, can I get an interview for for Victory Lap? And he was like, yeah, let me get some stuff together and I'm gonna get you an exclusive. So before you knew it, Victory Lap turned to Crenshaw, and it was a quick turnaround. He went from in December of 2012 saying Victory Lap's on its way to before December 2013, Crenshaw had already been served October 2013. So he rolled out this project very unexpectedly, and I'm like, hey, do I still get that interview, or like what's cracking? Like, I you know what I mean? I need that look. He's like, we don't got time for it, bro, but I can give you a record. So he gave me a song with him and Dom called Don't Forget Us. And that was the first record that he let me roll out. So if you listen to it anywhere, it's got my tag on it. The artwork's got him and Dom in the studio with like DJ VIP exclusive on it. And he was able to see how my network was and like what I had available to me. And he reached out. He's like, hey bro, I like what you did with the record. Right now, I don't really have the budget to put on a full-time DJ, but when I do, I'm gonna fuck with you. So I would say maybe 2 months later, and he ended up hitting me up like, hey bro, what are you doing on this day? And I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm going to your show, like, that's what I'm doing. He's like, how much would it cost for you to DJ? So I'm like, do you need me to DJ before your show or like for your show? And I'm like, not that it matters, but like, I'm just over here overly excited that I'm over here not speaking, like, I'm just like too happy. I'm overzealous. I'm texting bro, tell him the number, which was double what I was getting in Hollywood, but I was still like, I'm gonna try my luck, see what I can do. So he's like, oh no, bro, I can't do that, but I could do this, but we got room on the team to grow, so if everything works out, he's like, why don't you meet me at the studio and we could talk about what we can do to like better the show. Once we finally had that meeting and he was happy with what I had to say, he basically told me, initially it was gonna be, why don't you come in and we'll talk and see if you fit. By the end of that meeting, he had given me the schedule for the Crenshaw tour and he said, make yourself available for these dates. It was about no more than 2 weeks later that I was scheduling rehearsals and getting everything set up for the first show. The first show was at the House of Blues, and that was a big deal because Pac performed there, and that's just like, that building's leveled now. That was the Sunset House of Blues, it's not there anymore. But that was epic because one of Tupac's biggest performances in LA was right there, performed there with Nipsey. And a few months later, we went on the Crenshaw tour, and that was really a testament to how bad we wanted this shit, because it was a fully independent tour. It wasn't a label tour. It was no major budget. Like, we all got paid. It was a good situation for everybody, but it was rough. So that's something that, like, when he talks about like, circle got smaller, everybody can't go, that's something that just like makes me feel good, because I know there's thousands of people that would die to be in my position, or to even have a regular relationship with him, let alone, work with him and make money with him and travel with him. So that was something that always kept me motivated. I remember one time we were getting on a flight back to LA, and it was a Southwest flight. He was sitting in the middle seat, and he wasn't Nipsey Hussle that everybody knows today, but like, I knew that he was gonna be different. I knew that there was just more to him than some LA rapper. So I'm like thinking to myself, I can't let bro sit in the middle. Like, first of all, he's the artist. I'm only here because of him. Second of all, like, this dude's gonna be great. I know he's not just another rapper. So sure enough, we're sitting in that seat. I'm like, hey bro, we gotta swap real quick. So we ended up switching seats. He looks at me, he's like, bro, we need 100 a show so we can fly on a jet. So then shortly after that, he does that song, 100 a show, right? And the last trip that I went on with him was All-Star Weekend 2019 in Charlotte, and we flew home in the Puma jet. And he always had told me, he was like, bro, we're gonna be in private. It's like, not that that meant something, but it was just everything that he always spoke of always came to fruition. Whether it happened, within a couple weeks to happening 7-8 years later, everything that he had ever said was true. Everything he ever said happened. It was dope to see somebody that's in an industry and in a world where so much nonsense and so much fakeness and even just general lies are put out to be true, but he really lived everything that he said, and he put all of us in great positions. So for me, that last trip was almost like, there's just so many things that make it seem like what happened was so predetermined, almost like he was just too good and like it was just gonna happen. He was just one of those greats that we were gonna lose early. And that was just another moment that just gives me chills because of stuff that was said prior. So that's why you see the team moving so collectively right now, even without Bro, because he set us up and put us all in these positions. So it's kind of on us to make sure that his legacy not only lives on, but lives on in the most truest form. So all my socials, DJ V.I.P 510. I'm gonna be dropping my yearly wrap-up mix in the middle of December, first week of December. And I'll also be doing development with artists from all over the US. Right now I'm working with J Loud out of Seattle and Huey P also from Seattle. It's something that I've been very prideful of trying to do for a long time and almost take that Khaled route. So right now that I'm not doing as much touring and it's the winter time, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in the studio just cooking up and creating new music.